Everybody, before we get into this morning's update, I want to do a quick synopsis of what's transpiring on this Friday, this December 1st, and last day of the trading week with the futures market open at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, actually, it's a little earlier than that, but the futures market will close, and we'll have some thinly traded weekend for about 48 hours. Right now, XRP sits at, like I said, 608. We have a long leg doji in the 4-hour time frame, but this is our chance to interrupt the death cross as it's invalidated it right now. But if this long leg doji breaks down, this is where you could get a substantial fall. However, if this long leg doji is a hold candle and we continue up on the next candle, this could be a bullish outlook to end the week as the trading volume for XRP reaches over 1 billion. So we'll see if that's enough to help push us to $1 in December, or if we've got something more in store. I'll start off with the technical analysis, and then I'll read a little article about the trading volume, and we'll make a logical and educated decision together. But it's going to be based on the days to come. Right now, we're just trying to get all the information based on the news and charts alike to make an educated and informed decision on where we're about to go next. Please make sure to hit that like button if you're tuning in. It will help us push the analytics and push us through the algorithm so we can get more fine people into this beautiful community. And please make sure to share this on social media. The shares are so incredibly important because it allows people that may have never ever seen this station, maybe not even on YouTube, to reach this community and try to put in a helpful hand. Please make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 9:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, December 1st, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP sitting at 6077, up about 0.21%. In the 4-hourly, as I aforementioned and foreshadowed, this is what we're dealing with right now. Looked like a long leg doji was forming. Now, if it pulls down just a little bit farther, one could say maybe it's a dragonfly, but it's just at a weird spot right now. This death cross, we invalidated that pull down initially for the second time. It came down, pulled up, came down, pulled up again now. So right now we're above momentarily that 608, but with the long leg doji, we have to see if this is going to now break down or if we're going to get a consolidatory candle and then maybe some liquidity here, and then it'll quickly pull back up in the next 4-hourly. What we want to see is the next 4-hourly, despite whatever kind of downward liquidity, even if it tries to push 60 cents, come up and at least close over 608 and show some strength and stay on top of this uptrending support. Other than that, if it does break down, you've got a nice bear flag that could theoretically play down in a death cross that would bring you down to 55 cents. I don't want to just say that's going to happen because we still have a chance. We have a chance to invalidate this movement before it happens. Right now, it's not even a long leg doji. This is more of a bullish setup here. If it can pull back up and finish this. It had a nice pull down here to 604, and we're going to see if it gets eaten up right away. But if it continues down, this could be the start of a bearish trend. However, there's a lot of trading volume coming in. We see clearly in the daily that this long leg doji is more than likely happening right now. It's just it needs to pull down just a little bit more. Actually, it's pulled down pretty good, but we can see, are these reversal candles or these hold candles? Right now, we got rejected by the 20-day and the daily. We also, in the 4-hourly, have gotten rejected off the top at this 608 if this candle continues pushing down. So we need to look at the bearishness as well. And then with XRP, with Bitcoin, we have the broadening wedge. So that move yesterday, it doesn't excite me at all. It just came up to the top of the broadening wedge, which we've determined. As that's the pattern structure. If we get rejected at the top of the broadening wedge, it's very bearish. If this gets rejected, it's very bearish. However, if we can get over that 38,700 with where this pattern's running to now, I'm going to take that out of here just so we can see this. But if we can get up here at that 38,710 roughly, we need to get over that. If we can hold that, we could be off to the races, the 42,663. It's just, we form what looks like a rising channel. And if this broadening wedge actually plays true, That's a substantial drop back to the bottom of the wedge if we don't break out. So that's why I'm keeping my blinders on a little bit, but at the same time I'm looking at the setup of the pattern, and if it does break down, this would be a brutal drop. Conversely, if it breaks out, you'd be searching that 47K with some ease here, assuming we broke 42.6. But that's a very big if. We've had about 15 days of consolidation here on this broadening wedge resistance, and eventually you would like to think it's going to break out. So I'm optimistic that this is going to break out, but understanding that if it breaks down, this could be upwards of a 48% drop if it maxes out. And then like that's the similar game. What happens with XRP if that happens? Well, XRP's fighting for itself right now. We're fighting on this inverted right arm. We cannot afford for this to pull down and get a rejection here today. We can't afford for these 4 hourlies to continue to be bearish. We need some of these to pick up. However, it looks like going up until 7 p.m. tonight, it's going to be pretty consolidatory. You might sit between a range of like 60 cents and 6.1, about 6.12. So right now the range, and it hasn't even come down to 60 flat. It might try to push down a little bit and try to test the lower ranges. I hope that with this liquidity, it keeps on moving up and we don't have to suffer that dramatic drop. And from a positive perspective, let's look at it this way. XRP trading volume nears $1 billion. Can the price hit $1 now? Please make sure to hit that like button if you appreciate this update. If you appreciate my work, make sure to subscribe and join the over, what is it, 19,290 or 19,300 now. It's in between. I think it's 19,300 this morning. And if you would do me a favor, make sure to hit that like button and share this on social media to help push us through the algorithm and help increase the analytical poll. If you're looking to trade XRP, video description below. Several different exchanges that I use for the lowest spot fees and that you can futures trade as well as spot. And then if you want to send me a YouTube super chat or join Tom's Army, it'd be greatly appreciated for all the work I put in. I don't do any paid promotions, advertisements, or sponsorships of any kind because I want you to have a free viewing experience without having to sit through a bunch of mumbo jumbo. XRP is close hitting a major milestone, nearly $1 billion in trading volume. XRP's value has been steadily climbing, showing a small 1.1% increase in the last 24 hours and currently at 6109. XRP's overall trend is pointing up, painting an exciting picture for what's coming next. Most recently, Ripple's XRP is turning heads with an impressive performance despite facing some small ups and downs. This digital asset is close to hitting a major milestone nearing $1 billion in trading volume. XRP's performance of late is deserving of applause and a drum roll, hinting at a potential rise to the elusive $1 mark. Remember, we can't even talk about that until we break a 2017 January of 2017 pattern formation, where this pattern's been valid since 2017. We have to get above 85 cents and hold. XRP's value has been steadily climbing, showing a small 1.1% increase in the last 24 hours and currently sitting at 6109, even with a slight dip of 2.15% over the past week. The asset has grown an impressive 79% since the start of the year, but this journey has two trends. Initially, the price of Ripple oscillated within a tight bracket, ranging from 5374 to 5730. However, significant change was observed as it broke out of the range, registering an approximate 8% increase. This rise, though, faced resistance at 63 cents, underscoring the challenges that XRP confronts in surpassing the key levels. Following the XRP entered a period of stable trading, which lasted almost a week. This stability was then replaced by a wave of bullish momentum, propelling XRP's value up by 17%. This recent upswing indicates a potential shift in market sentiment favoring XRP, although resistance at higher levels remains a hurdle. Despite the influx of good news, XRP's 24-hour trading volume dropped a bit by 13%, now at 900,988,717. The Web Strength Index is showing signs of possible cautious activity, creating some uncertainty despite the recent price increase. In the last few days, XRP has been caught between its moving averages, signaling uncertainty among buyers and sellers. The 20-day exponential moving average, EMA, and the RSI aren't clearly positive or negative, showing the confusion in the market. To sum it up, Ripple's XRP is at a turning point with its trading volume about to hit the $1 billion mark and a determined push towards the $1 point. These are big moments for this digital asset, even with some resistance and uncertainties in the market. XRP's overall trend is pointing up, pointing an exciting picture for what's coming next. Make sure to hit that like button. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to give thanks to your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and also be kind to each other. It's the biggest indictment on humanity, bar none.